which part of the world you are. It's good afternoon here in Jamaica. And we're seeing Chris Powell. Just a little practice run there. And aborting his run. Jermaine Blackwood and Kennard Lewis opening the innings, as you mentioned there, Chris. Should be interesting.
Yeah, both has been good.
All right, so here's the first ball. And Lewis banks that through the offside. This could be out caught. He is. That was a wicket off the first delivery as Kennard Lewis trying to hit over the top. Hit straight to the man at cover. Did some work to his left. And that's one wicket. No run
to hit over it. That's where he wants to be.
Blackwood again just throwing the bat. That one was outside the off stump. Keeper applauds in the background. Let's see if Powell can finish well. That one straight, and that's banged past the bowler. That's 4. That was what Blackwood was waiting for, and Powell missed his length, and also you'd say missed his line as well. That was banged past the bowler.
Yeah.
And that's Blackwood now on strike. And he punches that brilliantly. That goes, I think, maybe just inside or just on the fence.
I think it went flush on the fence.
Oh, that was a good shot off the back foot, punching over extra cover for 6. You don't often see.
Really, Blackwood.
Yeah, back live, and he's punching that straighter, and that will go into the boundary again. You'd have to say that the bowler should have been a little bit more clever. Having been punched over the offside for 4, most bowlers would probably overcompensate and gone a little bit too full, but he was short again, and Blackwood
Up in the circle. It's going to be interesting where Blackwood goes.
Campbell again. You'd have to say that his length is disappointing as Blackwood on the back foot again tugs it out towards mid-wicket for 2. End of over number 2, end of the power play. Blackwood is on.
With bat and ball.
And here's he again, and that's a good delivery, tucking up Mackenzie. Well, maybe I've just shaped back a little bit into him. Good start. Yeah, here's Blackwood now. Let's see how he goes. He's banging that in the air. This could be out caught at cover. 8 is dropped. Chadwick Walton could not get there. Maybe the man at mid-off should have been the man coming in to take the catch, but in the end, I think Chadwick Walton running back is always the more difficult option. And a life for Blackwood. Let's look at this.
In their time, 2 fielders had to be Akeem Fraser. It just had to be.
Yes.
I think it would make for a sure that it has to be him.
Brian to Blackwood again. Blackwood down the pitch and trying to cart it somewhere towards.
This has been a bit off. They're at the bottom of the table.
Blackwood steers this one out towards third man and is out caught. Oh, that was almost like catching practice. It was short. Blackwood was trying to steer, maybe a little bit squarer, but he picked out the man. Couldn't have picked him out any better. The man barely did move. That one was practically down his throat. Good. All right, here's his first ball. And that's cut down to the man at point. They're calling for 2. Will they be taking it on? This could be tight. Not the greatest throw. McCarthy back for 2.
Yeah, needed a better throw there. I think the keeper knows it. McCarthy though, and finish with another single, it will be good. I think Mackenzie wants the boundary though.
Mackenzie's disappointed with himself. You can see him gesticulating. Was a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Varies his pace. Smart.
He's hitting in the air. That is out of here. That was tugged away over a wideish long on or a straightish mid-wicket. Take your pick. That was some shot.
Yeah, good shot. I think the over here was building up. You look at it back at the replay again. Brave shot outside the off stump from the off spin. Of course, the off spinner naturally turn.
We'll talk after this ball. He's hit on the pad. That could be tight. He's gone. That looks straight enough. McCarthy hesitated a touch, but that one looked to be fairly straight. We are not exactly behind the bowler's arm, but he was trying to whip this one through the leg side. Chris, I don't know how good your eyes are, but tell me what you think of this one.
I can tell the crowd will not please.
That looked up.
Yeah, probably hitting into leg. Probably
maybe slightly
going
down leg side.
It looks like the arm ball, but I can tell you, we look at it again. Delivery sliding with the arm. Could be missing leg just a shade.
From my position, that was going to hit at Chadwick Williams just reinforces the offside as Mackenzie's Out caught at short third man. He was trying to hit this over cover. Ball peeling off the outside edge, and the wickets continue to tumble here. The Kings are now in some trouble. It's now 37 for 4. And let's just have a look at this replay. It was floated out wide outside off stump, Chris. And he went for it, ball coming off the edge, and there's a disappointment. Another wicket goes down. It's
Move to bring him back.
all right, so Thomas, that hit on the pad, they're appealing. I thought that was comfortably missing leg. Alden Thomas is the new batsman.
Yeah, but I think Campbell again from Walton has been good.
Williams it is from Fraser. He's hitting that out towards mid-wicket. He was trying to heave that maybe a little bit squarer than that. Came back for 2. Not a bad. Williams again. And he's reverse sweeping in the air, and it will not carry to the man at the sweeping position on the offside. And they will again come back for 2. Interesting shot that, Chris. What do you make of that?
Johnny Campbell did that in the week to real good success.
This time he's down the track and hoist this. Can mid-wicket get there? He will. He's a catch, and Williams goes. Oh, the wicket's tumbling now. And Williams was trying to maybe hit that one. And it is Royal will be the non-striker. That's hit in the air over long on. That's gone. That is 6 any time of the day with Alden Thomas really hitting that with some oath.
Column is, I think, is the worry for the Royals, for the Kings correction.
Royal, oh, that is the way to start. He really put bat to ball. He really hammered that, showing scant respect to Akeem Fraser. Really middle that. Who is that? Brian, who will continue? No, Powell comes back. And he's hitting out towards long on, and that's a misfield. They should be coming back for the second. Easy 2 in the end. Saw Alden Thomas scoring 100 against England A here with some lovely shots. I thought he would be playing Test cricket. Darts away again. Oh, that's hit over the leg side, and could be the second time they take 2 in the over. Had to scurry back. Well, the second one was always on. Here's Powell again. And Thomas is hitting that in the air. Will this be caught at mid-on? It is. Chadwick Walton will not drop that. And Alden Thomas's innings comes to an end. Wickets continue to tumble here.
In the power play.
In the in the power play. Here it is.
Full delivery again. The feet not going nowhere. I think probably trying to hit the ball too hard on that occasion.
Who will take strike? We'll tell you who the new batsman is in a while. And he's hitting that. He's clobbering that really over mid-wicket. That was hit with almost disdain. That was pitched up, and Royal was just really putting bat to ball. I didn't think he timed it as well as he would like. It was a fairly woody sound, but it fairly whistled through mid-wicket. And it went for 4.
Will goes. Brad Barnes, the new batsman.
Brad Barnes, he hits that out towards long off. Hit that with some authority. And only could get a single.
Yeah, Brad Barnes also a youth player, also a player that's looking to me to prove for Barnes.
So that's hit out towards long on, not carrying. And again another single.
In this tournament.
Bulai bowls, and Barnes is hitting that out towards cover. Can't get back for the second. Well, now they can. Not the greatest of throw. And 2 runs to Brad Barnes.
Yeah, I see.
Royal, 74 for 6. Royal backs away and hits back past the bowler. Only a single. And end of over number 8. We're close to that 100 mark, which means they'd need 25 from these last 2. Royal misses.
Yeah, I think Royal, look at his stance, just like he's basically
quite busy. Not that he has too much of a choice. He's swinging and missing. It's no ball. Let's see, is there a signal? No, he must have gotten some back to that. So free hit to be signaled. Leg back. The field hasn't changed. So let's see. That's the idea. Whitish Yorker. Didn't quite get the ball
Sounds
fully
like
up.
there was a bottom edge on that
Yeah,
one
yes.
for Gordon.
And Royal was disappointed with himself. Here's the replay. It was outside off. And he almost swung himself off his feet. Lost his shape, lost his back.
These deliveries.
All stumps are covered. That would not be allowed in primary school cricket. He hits that nicely. Down towards long off. And is that a catch? Did he step on the rope? What? Oh, it was a no ball. So another free hit.
Yeah, I think no.
Yeah. So let's see how Brad Barnes deals with the free hit. He's hitting that out towards mid-wicket. And they had to settle for just that single.
Yeah.
It's Royal back on strike. Oh, what on earth is that? Is he trying a little bit too hard? Because that's another signal. You see the umpire there signaling wide.
Is Bulai.
Here's he to Royal. Royal gets one and hits it over the head of the bowler. It will not carry either to the long on or the long. They're coming back for a second. This could be a run out. Is it? Yes, he is. Brad Barnes didn't wait for the decision. Trudged back. Knew he was short. And at this stage of the game, you can't blame him. It's only... And another wicket goes down.
Yeah, I think Delbert Gale on the long on boundary has had a lot of work to do in this game. He has covered a lot of ground. Good, comfortable height for Bulai. Easy call for Orla Jones right under his eye.
This one is hit down towards long on. And again another fumble. Will they take a one on the fumble? This could be... no, will not be another run out. And it's all helter-skelter in the final over as we expected.
I think where they want to be.
So here's one that's short and hit into the offside. That was a half a chance. And again, they're coming back for the second. So Javier Royal.
Last 3 deliveries.
Down the track and hits in the air straight. That's a lovely shot. And every time the batsman hits back past the bowler like that, you applaud. It's gone for 6, and that's more like it from Javier Royal's perspective. All right, and we're back live. That was spinning away. He expected it to come back, but that was the left-hander's googly. Would be less inclined to call. Here is Bulai down the track and hits out towards mid-wicket. Will they chance the 2? They have no option, really. And another 2 easily taken. That's it. It's 96 for 7. The Kings, not a bad total, Chris, but maybe they would have hoped for maybe another 10, 15 to that. Your thought on the Surrey Kings inning?
Yeah.
All right, so we're about to see the second half of this encounter. There are the 2 umpires. Umpire Chris Taylor there demonstrating that he may not have been a bowler in his time. That didn't look like the smoothest of action, did it?
Yeah. Upright seam.
Upright seam. All right, so we'll see the start of the Risers reply.
And bat through those middle overs also today.
Here's a first ball. And McIntosh is getting one that beats him. Maybe just coming back a touch. He was trying to just drop.
Courtney Walsh in. Courtney Walsh would be pleased.
Here's he again. And McIntosh is forced to just nurse this one out towards extra cover. And that's the first run. The Risers ball. And McIntosh pulls imperiously through mid-wicket. Now that was played with absolute disdain. That was some shot. Wasn't all that short either. And he Came back on the back foot in a jiff.
Spinners gives it a grip. It seems like there is some turn on offer.
Wide down the leg side, and he's punished because the keeper couldn't get around. And that's 4 wides. Oh.
Continues in this vein.
Royal bowls, and that could be interesting. The umpire does not signal wide because Lewin had really come
out of the team. No, he's back again at the top of the order. He's still struggling.
Yeah.
I think interesting decision, I have to say, from the Rise was alluded to the decisive efforts as where he's going to look to score.
What will he do now? He whips that through mid-wicket. Well, he'll say thank you for that. That one was pitched up. He kept his balance, kept his shape, didn't try to overhit that, and just whipped it off his pads out towards. We are out of the power play. Dennis to McIntosh. He's bowled him. He was trying to heave this one back past the bowler, making no contact. The decision to make Dennis bowl his second over in succession paid off. And McIntosh has to make that long, slow bat was played. And one coach always said to me, you can't be looking where it's going before you hit it. I think that he was a little bit guilty of that. He has to go well bowled. No more wicket going in the near future. They could bat another over or so. And that half-hearted appeal. Ball coming off the pad out towards that gully. Pitching the ball fairly well up. I haven't seen him gone too short yet. That is the first one that was really short, and seemed to be a heavy ball. The batsman maybe beaten for pace. Really didn't time that.
Bouncer at the batsman, at that nose.
He's in the air, down towards the man at third man, and dropping short. And there are 1 or 2 spectators who felt that the fieldsman at third man maybe should have gone for it. I always have sympathy about fielders diving forward, but what's your take, Chris? Should he have gone for that?
I think he overrun it, that one a bit there. As you see, he was pedaling back. Yes, I think he overrun it. McCarthy looked good in a couple of games.
Lewin backs away in the air, out towards the man at long off. The man cover running back. It felt perfectly equal between both the cover running back and the long off running forward. And in the end, they all feel inside doing a good job of checking the scoring. Lewin down the track and a bowl. As you said, something had to give, and what gave was the wicket of Lewin. He was trying to belt that through mid-wicket, making no contact. And Javier Royal says, off you go, young man. It was a...
He was struggling, really, the young man Lewin. 10 from 11 deliveries in this version of the game. You really can't. Very interesting over this one will be.
McCarthy bowls, and that swept away. Lovely shot all the way down towards backward square for 4. That was lovely played. And I said when Gale played his first shot through extra cover that he's not looking to be violent with his hits. He's playing proper cricketing shots, and that was a lovely sweep shot for 4.
Well, I've seen him earlier in this tournament. There you go, classical sweep shot.
He doesn't have the power of some of his teammates, but nice classic sweep shot again. And a poor feeling. This could run pretty close to the fine leg boundary as well. No, they'll come back. But Delbert Gale is showing that you can score without playing unorthodox shots and without having explosive. Maybe that foot just touching the rope. And this is down the leg side again. Oh,
it was a brilliant decision though, from the umpires. That's a poor delivery. I think this, as you said, not the over.
Men are inclined to just lap it around to the leg side. And he was a little bit straighter. And out towards mid-wicket now for 1. Well, they're coming back for the second. This is excellent running. Even if there was a little tinge of risk about it. But when the rate is over.
I think the sweep shots is...
much too straight. Much too much down the leg side. There he goes again. He's been swept 4 times in the over. And if I were his captain, I'd say, Andre McCarthy, what on earth is wrong with...
It's just shifted to the batting team.
Interesting field. We'll talk about that as Williams bowls. And that's pummeled out towards long on. Not the greatest of feeling. And it's down to the boundary for 4. That's Gale. And that's maybe his first shot. That looked like he was going for power as opposed to finesse. He really threw the bat into that. And that went down towards long on for 4.
Coming outside the line of the off stump, power play over. No, they know they need to get runs from this over.
Henry misses it. Good delivery that. Wide Yorker.
wide line. Margin for error, very small though.
Not a bad delivery, going for those widest Yorkers. Hitting them fairly well. And Henry could only get one down towards long off. It's going to be wide outside off. I think you could afford to have one more man in the offside. And that goes over third man, peeling off the outside edge. And 4. The feeling, the aim of the wickets, they're not going to win this game. Oh, that almost yorked him. And the keeper getting a bad bounce. Never easy to feeling team has to see. Anyway, here's Parnell. And that's a brilliant delivery. And even the impressive, let's see if he could replicate that. And he's given out LBW. I thought that it was only the bowler who went up. There was really no interest from anybody else. The bowler says always that.
I think one question for me there, Orville, whether that one was pitched outside leg. There's also the question of the height. I think we're going to look at it now. Look to pitch on to me.
Look straight.
It looks straight. I think umpire Orlando, I think Jones.
But let's look at this. Did the wicket keeper appeal? He was hit. The wicket keeper was not appealing. The wicket keeper was trying to say to the panel to Captain Walton. Oh, and you could tell that Walton is not in the greatest of. Oh my goodness. Poor fielding. And when the game is on the line like this, you don't will take strike. That's in the air. That will go over towards the fine leg. That's 6. And Henry, you almost felt that that was premeditated. He knew the line. He went for the, God knows on earth what they call these shots these days, the lap sweep.
Yeah, it was a lap sweep, a beautiful shot outside the off stump. We saw Brendan McCullum in international cricket doing that. Sadiq Henry has shown to me that I can score all around the park. I'm innovative, and so far, really good skills there shown.
Williams
countering
again.
that Yorker.
And he's slapping that square on the offside. Good shot, but not the best of fielding. And Henry showing his range from similar line. He was lap sweeping over long leg. And
he's looking for the Yorkers is Orion Williams.
Oh, that is hit straight. Didn't time it. They're coming back for 2. This could be tight now. The throw was not that great. And it appears that Henry wants to end it. The singles and try to make them go for the glory shot. He was swinging off his feet and missing. And goes through to the keeper. Oh, he's giving him out. Oh, that was interesting.
I heard a woody sound there. It was definitely a woody sound. I think Sadiq Henry was just waiting. It goes back again to show you the body language of the players. They're not elated of the fact of this wicket. As we look at it, wide delivery outside.
Look at the keeper. I need you to show that shot again, gentlemen. This is the most unenthusiastic wicket keeper I've ever seen as far as appeals are concerned. Look at the wicket keeper. Ball edged. No, that's not the shot. It's from the other angle. The keeper was, look at this. Here's the keeper. Casual, calm, as if, well,
catching practice.
Maybe he's out, maybe he's not. Is that Walton on strike? Yeah, it's Walton on strike. Oh, that was a good delivery. Now the keeper appeals. Funny, because when it's out, the keeper doesn't appeal. I think when it's not out, he's appealing.
I think I'm looking. I'm looking now.
And that's hit in the air. And only one to get. Just on a length, maybe foolish. Maybe a foot outside off. That's down the leg side. That's horrible bowling. That's just completely missing the plot. And they get the 2. So that is game, set, match. And the Risers have won it. They achieved the target fairly comfortably in the end with 4 balls to spare.
Yeah, you have to say a second defeat on the trot for the Surrey Kings, a cause for concern for Jermaine Blackwood and his men in this competition. Second time they've been defeated, and I think it was a good polished performance by the Risers. They timed this run chase to perfection. All-rounded performance from them. They bowled really well to restricted the Kings to this 97 runs. But I think they really deserve